You're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, and it closed today at 12,328. It had a little advance here, getting above that February 2 high of 12,269. So it's kind of bullish, but the Google and well, let me just go to it here. The stocks that are propping it up, we know which ones they are. Those large cap technology stocks, and Google. I thought I was back in the 90s today when they invented a flip phone and the stock was up 4%. So anyway, Google's on our watch list. It's extended now. I just, you got to say goodbye. You can't chase that. Tesla is another one that is driving the index higher. It was up more than 2%. Amazon, when those big stocks are up, it's going to drive the Nasdaq higher. But a lot of quality stocks took the day off, pulled back, and there's a lot of trash being bought off the bottom. One stock that is not trash, it is nowhere near a bottom, is Builder. These home building stocks have been really strong, and Builder is in the, I consider it to be in the home building group. And you can see that it's just, it's a one-way stock right now, just trading higher. One stock that pulled back just slightly today here, a nice little 4% pullback, is Green Brick Partners. This one has been on a tear, and finally it gave some back. It's got to allow these moving averages to catch up. This is not the type of stock that's just going to go parabolic on us. So look for the pullback there. Typically the housing stocks are not real fast movers. Beazer Homes made a new high today, and this one's looking good. You can see this base here and then this big gap up, and then the pullback to the 10 EMA, and now it's just grinding higher. So the Beazer looks pretty good, and new highs we like, right? And then TriPoint Homes is another one that just continuing its momentum and trending higher. That one didn't have the parabolic move of greenback. It's just kind of grinding higher. Pulte Homes, another one that a lot of my friends are, ragging me about that I should buy it, but it's gone. I'm not going to pursue that or chase it. But yeah, it's a good quality stock. And the one that we did have was DR Horton on our list, and this one is just forming a shelf here, pulling back to its 10 EMA and just kind of grinding higher. That one looks pretty good. And that one was KB Homes, and these ones are just gone. I mean, when they break out like that, they're just trending higher. I mean, yeah, congrats to the longs, all I say. I'm not going to chase that. The semiconductor stocks, I thought we were going to have a good day this morning when I was checking the pre-market action. They had some earnings report that looked good, and AMD was, but going higher. But NVDA just kind of pulling back a little bit today. Nothing big, 1% pullback. AMD was oscillating between up and down. It finished flat on the day, so there's nothing wrong with that. Like I say, just let this thing go sideways, near 100 for a little bit, and allow these averages to catch up. But AMD is trending higher. You can see that higher lows. And it's just setting up in a base here. That looks pretty good to me. It could be on our watch list or ready list again with a new buy point here of 102.43. So we'll be looking for that one. And ALGM, it's another one that reported good earnings, pulled back. You can see this big wide daily range today, as this has been going on with earnings a lot. They're moving around, selling off hard, then whipsawing, coming back up. This one was up nearly 2% today, and I guess you can call that a bullish engulfing candle, but it's just kind of what they're doing these days with earnings. Man, you really have to be careful around your earnings reports, know where they are. I'm going to go to the biotech, the drug stocks. This one's been on our watch list. I wanted to show the weekly because it had this little short stroke pattern. It was up, I don't know, 30%, 31% 1 week, then only gave back 1.5%. And this is definitely one to watch. Been on our watch list and now made a new high today. That's Legend Biotech. It has been on our watch list. PTCT, this has been on our watch and ready list as well. Made a new high today and then pulled back. This is just strange action. Yeah, down nearly 4%, and it's closed just slightly below its 10 EMA and 2% above its 21. So I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Merck is a little slower mover. and it's set up in a base and it's just trading sideways here. It's closed right there at its 10 EMA, doing nothing wrong, but yeah, it's just kind of percolating there around 117. VKTX, Viking Therapeutics, this one did not make another new high today. I don't believe it did. 23.50 is the high, got up to 23.42, so close to a high, but it just keeps trending higher since the phase 1 trial news, and they're going to come out with phase 2 trial news. And like I said, they have like 5 or 6 compounds there that could really make or break this San Diego-based biotech company. If they're positive, it's going to do well. If they're negative, this thing's going to really fall hard. And then IMGN, this one gapped up last week, and now it's just kind of flagging here a little bit, waiting for the moving averages to catch up, doing nothing wrong, down 15 cents, not a big deal. Yeah, this is gaps that I pay attention to, and I'm going to get to this a little later at the end of the video. Now I'm going to go through a couple of retail stocks here. A lot of people are bugging me about ONON because I don't like the shoes, but you got to separate the shoe from the stock, and I believe they're taking market share in the United States and around the world. They're reporting earnings on May 16th, and they're going to let us know how they're doing. And geographically, I believe they're taking market share in the United States. You can see here just an inside day today, a quiet day on lighter volume, just waiting for the earnings, the print, and we'll see. Just got to play it by ear. So yeah, I don't care for the shoes, but that's my own personal preference. Shoes that I do like are CROX, of course. Now CROX, more people are giving me a hard time about this because it really sliced its 50 with volume, but this thing was up, I want to say what, 200%, I believe, from 46 to 150, 151. So for it to give back 25%, not a big deal. And whoever wanted to get out of CROX is probably out of CROX, and I could see this thing just kind of trading sideways along a bottom here, 110, 120 in there until their next earnings report. But I want to see some buyers nibbling here. You can see the volume is really drying up. So I think most of the sellers are out of CROX. Anyway, Elf Beauty, this one had a heck of a run, one of the strongest stocks in the last year, and just pulled back. This is I don't know, this could be considered a bullish wedge here. It recaptured its 21 EMA today. They have earnings on the 25th. You can see it closed there just 0.5% above the 21, so it was below it there for a little bit. Now recaptured it today, but the volume is kind of light the last couple of days. And I said I was going to get to some of these gappers, showing strength, like IMGN, and this is NNOX, NNOX Imaging. They got a favorable decision from the FDA, gapped higher in this volume. You can just see, look at these big blue volume bars. This is massive volume, and today was up 21%. In full disclosure, I did buy some of this, and then when it flagged there today and started showing strength, I added on this one, and because I like gappers, they are not to be ignored. And this one, it's got as long as it's got this momentum like this, you can see it's got a long way to go. So that's what I went back to the weekly for. This was a $80 stock, and so we'll just see how it goes with NNOX. And the other one is MAXN, the solar stock, gapped up earlier. What day was this? March 8th. And now gapped up again on earnings today, a nice 29% gain with volume. So anyway, you want to pay attention to those earnings gaps. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. We never give up.